Hi everyone, welcome back to Rusty Rides Gravel and welcome to the north coast of Scotland. Today I am at Loch Eriboll and I am going to attempt to cycle down the middle of the Highlands.
This 89km leg takes us from Loch Eriboll in the north to Oykel Bridge in Strath to the south. It follows the path of the Highland Trail 550 and Great North Trail, so should be an excellent sample of what the Highlands gravel is all about. So we will head south along the loch and over the gravel tracks towards Loch and the Cashel ford of the Strathmore River. Once we've dried our feet off, it's south along Strathmore and off-road to Gobernuisgach Lodge and Loch Merkland via the old Drovers Road, Bealach na Meirleach. Then we head south again along Loch Merkland to Loch Shin before tackling the climb to Dornaigil power station in Glen, Cassley. Once we've recovered from that, it's a scoot down the Glen following the river to Rosehall and up Strath to Oykel Bridge to finish the day.
So why on earth have I chosen to ride this route then on this glorious spring morning? The plan is I want to experience some of the epic Highland Trail 550. I'm lucky enough to have some family that I can stay with and use for transport, so I don't have to worry about it being circular. And I don't have any longer than 2 days. So this is the best I can do in the time I've got to experience some of the epic remoteness. As you can see, I'm enjoying it right now that the Highlands has to offer. So we're starting our windy wet adventure at the Dornaigil lime kilns from the 1800s. The plan is to go down the south of Loch Eriboll, over the hills and head our way to Rosehall for the first night. So I'm hoping the weather's going to hold off. It's not been promising so far. It's pretty blustery and it has been pretty showery. I'm also quite nervous of this water crossing I've got in about 14 kilometers time. So I think we should just get on and do it. Let's go. Right, that's the short bit of road work done. Now we're heading up those zigzags and up over the hills. Let the gravel begin. Whew. That climb up from the loch, that's no picnic. Oh, pretty good surface though, didn't really struggle, it's just the steepness really. But now look what we got. This is why we do it. So that's Ben Hope over there, I think, looking majestic. And we're going down there into that valley and we're crossing that river. Somehow. It's a bit breezy, but the rain's staying off for now, so I'm quite happy about that. But let's get down there and see how wet my feet are going to get. Well, that was superb coming down there from over that pass. I probably wouldn't do it on anything under 40mm tyres. A bit rough in places, but we got down, it was alright. A couple of water crossings, little streams, but you're not going to argue about those when you got this. The Cashel water crossing of the Strathmore River. So the plan is we have to get across from here to over there. And it's going to be wading. Doesn't look like it's going too fast. Quite happy about that. So I guess there's nothing to do but to do it. Let's go. Nice warm socks and shoes back on, over the river. Let's get going. Right then, Dornaigil, don't know how to pronounce it, maybe Dornaigil, Broch, from the Iron Age, I think. The old, like, wealthy people's houses. Look at this place, Strath. It's lovely, isn't it? So we're about 14k in, 15k. We've got over our first hill. We've got a bit of road work now before we go off up the gravel tracks again. So I might have a quick snack. The weather is not doing too bad, to be honest. It could have been a lot worse. I'm quite happy. At least I can see some of the hills, like Ben Hope over there, just about visible. Monster that he is. But we're going that way. So let's snack and let's go. So now we're on the gravel track, the Bealach Nam Meirleach. I don't know how to pronounce that, sorry for butchering that. It's an old route that runs between Gobernuisgach and Loch Merkland. This present track was built between 1866 and 1869 and it's described as a drove road, but the literal translation of the Gaelic is Thieves Road, so it sounds more like it's probably a route used by hustlers than drovers. This headwind, oh my days, it's making it 10 times harder. It's so ridiculously windy. It's so hard to cycle this way. I think south to north might be the way to do this. The gravel track itself is alright. Fairly well laid, a few bumps and larger boulders in places, but it's not too bad. But yeah, this wind, whew, it's adding so much more work. But you can't complain. Look where I am. Well, that was excellent coming down, even with the massive headwind. Really enjoyed that. What a lovely track that was. Right, that way. Here we are at the top end of Loch Shin. And we're about to do the climb up to the transmitter and the power station, which is the second thing I was worried about doing today after the water crossing. So it's just about 12 o'clock, so I think I'll have some lunch and then psych myself up for the climb. Views are fantastic still. Rain's just about holding off. Perfect day, apart from the wind. Once again, don't let the slick editing and awesome upbeat tempo of the music fool you. This is a tough climb, no doubt about it. Oh. Right. Transmitter level, but not quite there yet. Getting there. There's a monster, this thing. Total monster. That was literally terrible. Oh wow. Oh, sheltering in a spring, I think I'm in. Getting wet feet now, but I think I'm at the top of that climb with the power station, and now it's just down the Glen. Hopefully it's mostly downhill. I don't know. Oh, if ever there was a time to buy me a coffee, now's the time. Links below. Be a legend. Also, I've got some merch. I've put some, like a little design on some clothes. So this is the worst time to be trying to do a sales pitch. Knackered. Link below in the shop. Go and have a look. See if there's anything there that you fancy. If you fancy it, buy it. Support the channel. Helps me out a lot. I get a small portion. Whew. Right. Drinks, snacks, recover. While I do that, you pop over, buy me a coffee, buy some merch, and we'll rejoin and we'll start going down this Glen. Sounds like a plan. Right, we're into Glen Cassley now. 41k to go. So I think I'm just gonna put my head down here, get through as much of this as I can, and I will see you at the next scenic stop. I think that's the end of the gravel. I think we're just onto the single track now, out of the Glen. That was nice, that little bit. Nice and relaxed. A couple of steep bitey climbs, nothing too bad. And I saw some deer. No osprey though. I think I've settled on my favourite of the Endura combo. I like the Reaver top and the Reaver bib shorts with the foil shorts over the top. That's my favourite setup, I think. Super comfy and really breathable. When I did that river crossing, shorts got wet but they dried instantly, so super chuffed about that. Oykel Bridge, along with some guy randomly blowing grass. Never seen that before. Oh, what a ride! What a ride! That's 89 kilometers. That ended up being. I'll put the rest of the stats on the screen for you to have a look at. Oh, how do I sum up that ride? Headwinds. In a word, headwinds. So many headwinds. Made it 3 times as hard. But what a beast, what a great day. I mean, the last 40k were all road, so that's not as ideal as I'd have hoped, but the first half was brilliant. Excellent, excellent gravel along there. Let's properly sum this up, away from the noisy man blowing grass. So, setting off from the Loch at the start in the rain, that was a bit iffy, but going over the top it cleared up. I actually quite enjoyed that water crossing. That was quite nice, very refreshing on the toes, I can tell you. And then cycling along the road in the valley there, that was pretty good. And then up onto the Thieves Road, that was the highlight, I think. Although that block headwind, oh, that was so tough. And then dropping off the Thieves Road onto the top of Loch Shin, a bit of lunch in the sun, enjoyed that. And then the climb up and over, strictly not necessary. If you're doing a gravel ride, you may not want to go that way, maybe find a different way if there is one. But for touring, perfect. Right the way over, right the way down, all the way here to Oykel Bridge. Could have just done without the wind, really. But there we go, never mind. Hope you enjoyed watching that one. Like, comment, subscribe. Buy the merch, buy the coffees. Really helps me out. And I will see you next week for part 2, hopefully. Hi guys, well, day 2 has arrived. and it is absolutely peeing it down. So I won't be doing the second part of the ride today. I think I'll come back another day and we'll tackle this again. But day one was good. I'm glad I got that one done in the weather. But yeah, I think we'll bin this off and we'll try again another time. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you next time for another video, and then we'll come back here in the future. See you later, everyone.